What's going on, everybody? It's Genesis Rally, the podcast, episode 12. John here chilling with Nick.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking rally week.
It is rally week. Finally, it seems like it was never going to come.
I know. So this Saturday, sprint number 2, we're taking on the Loop down in Ormond Beach. The scenic route down there. It's, 34 miles?
Yeah, 34 miles, runs along A1A and then up through some swampy marshlands with some canopy roads, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Some of you guys have done it, and you jumped on board the second you saw that we were doing it because you've been there, done that, and you know it's awesome. Those of you that haven't done it, Nick and I drove this a month ago.
Yeah, about a month ago now.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome. I'd never done it before, and it's freaking awesome. So we're going to talk a little bit about that and what we got going on this week. This past weekend, we hit up the cruise in down in what is that technically? Fruit Cove. I was about to say Fleming Island. It's not Fruit Cove. Over at PDQ, it was a pretty cool turnout, and one of the cars got a lot of attention. Charles Crockerdock, he freaking wrapped his car with Genesis Rally stuff, and it looks awesome. I mean, when he was pulling in, Nick, I don't know if you saw. Who are you riding with? We played kind of like car roulette.
I went in with Kevin. I rode in his truck, so I rode in with him.
Yeah. We kind of played car roulette a little bit. Kevin was driving my car for a little bit, and I was driving his, and Nick was riding with anybody that would let him in the car. But when we pulled in, I don't know if you saw this, Nick. People were following Charles. Like, Charles was looking for a parking spot. People were like walking behind his car, following him, taking pictures. It was awesome.
Yeah. As soon as he parked, there were, I think, 3 or 4 people that were taking pictures as he was getting out of his car. And then even though he was parked kind of in the annex, like it was a really, really busy show, he was way out towards the back corner. And people were walking all the way over there just to take pictures of his car. It looks awesome, though. He's got the white tire stickers on. He's got the big Genesis Rally decals on the sides. It looks really cool.
Yeah. So if you guys didn't see it or want to see it, it's all over the Facebook page that we were there again this past Saturday, and there's a couple shots of his car, and it looks awesome. But more importantly, 5 freaking days, man.
Mm-hmm.
5 days, sprint to the Loop. It's going to start at the St. Augustine Distillery, and it's going to be awesome. If you guys haven't been there before, this place, I mean, what is it, refurbished or restored? What's the proper terminology here?
I guess it would
brought
be
back to life.
Yeah, I guess it would be restored. I don't know. I don't know what you'd call it for a
brought
building.
Back to life.
Yeah, renovated.
Yeah, maybe.
But
anyways,
it looks original.
St. Augustine Distillery. What's that?
I said, but it looks original. It's just like all brand new, but original. It's really awesome.
OG.
Yeah, there you go.
That was the term.
Yeah, there you go.
That was the term. We were way off. So this used to be the old ice plant,
right?
And the St. Augustine Distillery moved in, and they restored it back to its original condition, and it looks awesome. Real rustic and old-timey looking, but we're going to get there that morning, and we're going to get you guys checked in as quickly as possible. I think we do an all right job moving you guys along, but this is going to be the most cars we've had in an event, so be patient with us, and we're going to get you checked in. We're all going to get to socialize and hang out a little bit. Typically, we get you checked in, we do a driver's meeting, and we roll out. This time, we're going to get you checked in. We're going to hang out for a little bit, check out the cars, socialize with each other. We're going to get really a VIP tour of the St. Augustine Distillery. Matt's going to take us around and show us, the whole facility and their operation and how they do things. And then we'll roll out probably 9:30ish.
Mm-hmm.
And
here's why we have to be out by 9:30. We are going to take up literally every single parking lot or every spot in their parking lot.
Yeah.
And they open at 10 for tours. So,
right.
We're getting a private tour before hours, which is going to be really cool. But, you got to be there on time. We got to get you checked in, and we're leaving at a hard time. So,
yeah, good point. So to that note, here's the plan, and we want to get it out to you guys today, and we'll probably send an email on this later this week. But we need you guys to play along here. So when you get to the St. Augustine Distillery, if you've never been there before, there's 2 entries to their parking lot. So if you could picture the building facing the street, and it's almost like a horseshoe driveway that goes all the way around it. I'm going to block one of those entrances with my car.
And technically,
so
that's
I'll
an exit.
What's that?
Technically, that's an exit. But you can go in, but it's technically the exit of the parking lot.
Yeah, we're not going to say you can't go in because Nick and I have seen us do it before. You can, but you're not going to tell us where we can and can't pull in and out. Anyways, I'm going to block the exit technically, but one of the entrances, driveways, with my car, and I'm going to be standing out on the sidewalk like an idiot, waving you guys down. And Nick will be inside like the gift shop area with the table, and that's where you'll check in, so there won't be any wind for you guys to deal with as you're going through some paperwork or anything. But I'll wave you guys down. I'll give you some instruction as to where to park, and we want to try to fill the parking lot a certain way because, like Nick said, we're going to take every freaking spot they got out there. So our official start time is 8 a.m. Probably 7:45, 8:15 would be ideal for you guys to get there, to leave us as much time as possible because, again, with or without you, we have to leave by 9:30, okay? So what we're going to do is when you pull in, I'm going to ask you to park in a certain spot or a certain area, and I'll give you some direction as to where you can go to find Nick. And then when you get inside, Nick will get you checked in. He's going to give you your rally folder with all your routes, itineraries, information, stuff like that. We're going to hang out for a bit, driver's meeting, tour, and get out. Maybe not in that order. Maybe like tour and then driver's meeting. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever find that megaphone?
I did.
Does it have a siren?
I didn't check.
Okay, let's check that today.
Yeah.
If there's a siren, I'm going to be blowing that horn at you guys just to make sure it works all frickin' morning. Anyway, so that's kind of the parking situation. So if you guys could get there between 7:45, 8:15, look for me, the idiot, on the sidewalk waving you down and follow my instructions, that would be awesome.
And then let's talk about check-in for just a second, because when everybody registers
That's what we were just doing.
Well, I mean, the process of check-in. When everyone registers for our events, no matter what event it is, we ask for very specific things. And sometimes we don't get all the stuff required on check-in. And if you've been on past events, you'll know that if you miss something, we say, make sure you bring your insurance card in so we can check it. Make sure you write down your license plate number. So we're going to send an email to everyone that we're missing something from before the rally, so that you show up and you know what you're missing. So when you come in to check in, you'll see me at the table. And it's a much quicker process because I'll grab your sheet. You can fill out the information we're missing. We'll get you your folder and you're off to the race. Well, not races, off to the rally. So
it's not a race.
It's not a race. It's a rally. So just make sure you're checking out for your email and you're looking to see if you were missing anything. And yeah, it'll save some time so you don't have to keep going inside and outside to get information.
Yeah. And you know what? That reminds me of something else. We ask you when you register, like for very specific information, for example, I'm registering, and one of the questions will be year, make, model, color for your vehicle.
The color's
and
a big
lot
one.
of you guys will be like 2015 Challenger, and we're like, okay. So then we release the whole like roster. Hey, here's our car list, the official car list for the upcoming rally. Here's who we've got. And you're scrolling down the list and you're like, well, hell, I must be number 17 because that's a 2015 Challenger. But everyone else is like 2017 Challenger SRT Sublime Green. And mine just says 2015 Challenger. I'll have you know that mine is, a TA 392. Well, hell, if only we would have known that. If only there was a way for you to get that information to us. I'm being a jerk here, but seriously, there's a reason we ask for that information. Some of it is because we need it to make sure that your car is in good standing and street legal, and you may think that's kind of nosy of you. It's for your protection because we don't want someone there not insured to hit you, and now you don't have a policy to cover. It's for your protection. I wanted to go into the whole spiel, but it's for your protection. And then other parts of that question, it's because we do want to brag on you.
Yeah.
We do want to let people know that you're going to freaking be there and how badass your car is. So that's why we ask for that information. So again, Nick and I are going to send a little note out this week and say, hey, we're missing this information from you. Like he said, so when you pull in, you'll know what you need when you get inside for your check-in.
Yep.
But again, rough agenda, show up, park. Priority number 1, go see Nick. And priority number 2, hang out, chill, and then we'll get ready to go see their facilities and roll out. As we did on our last event, we have a Zello channel set up. So the private walkie-talkie channel was a hit, and we brought it back. So what we're gonna do is when you get there, hang on, Nick, my screen just dimmed. I'm dying here.
Uh-oh. So like last time when we had a rally, when you show up in the driver's meeting, we're going to talk about Zello, and we've got a private channel set up. And what we're going to do is during that driver meeting, we're going to give you the password. And if anyone has any problems with it, just like last time around, we'll help you get the channel added. And, last sprint we did was the first time we used the Zello app. And I think it was a huge, huge success. People really liked it. Honestly,
bounce it, Jesus, bounce it.
Yeah, I mean the talking was hilarious. But in Zello, one cool thing that I don't know if many people realize it does is there's a chat function where you can type messages and send pictures. And man, there were some really, really cool pictures that were sent along in the Zello app.
Absolutely. Thanks, man. I'm plugged in. I'm good to go now. Like you said, yeah, the pictures and all that's cool. But the other thing is you can like direct message or direct walkie-talkie somebody as well. It doesn't have to all be public. So we'll have a public channel that's private. It's exclusive to just our rally drivers. But at the same time, like you got the guy next to you and you guys want to meet up or whatever. I mean, you can voice something over to them directly, send them a picture or video directly. It's cool stuff. And about the pictures being cool, I don't think we talked about this on the last podcast, but there was a picture taken from the back seat of one of the cars at Sprint 1. And it's someone sitting right in the middle seat in the back, taking a picture forward. And you can see the driver. You can see the front passenger. And the driver is freaking hands on the wheel going at it. And the passenger has the rally kit opened up and is reading off the route and itinerary. And it's an awesome shot. That picture was printed out by somebody on freaking wood, and it looks badass, and that's awesome, man.
And it's probably a 2x3 foot canvas, like wood canvas. Like it's not like a little piece of wood. It's a pretty big piece. It looks awesome.
Yeah. So the story behind that, we found out the driver and that passenger, they're like best friends, and those guys are about to do the whole college thing. And I don't know if maybe they're going to different schools or something, but it really meant a lot that they had that moment captured. So that's really awesome. And again, back to freaking episode 1 of the podcast, or if you've ever talked to Nick or I, that's really what it's all about. It's about the drive. It's about the experience and creating those moments. So that was awesome. But we got something coming in 45 days, man.
Yeah.
The Dragon.
Oh yeah.
The Dragon. So.
And the Dragon, I mean, it's whenever we talk to people and we say, what should we plan? What do you want to do? If you could pick one, what would you want? I'd say 9 out of 10 people say Tail of the Dragon.
Yep. And multi-day.
Yeah. And what do? Tail of the Dragon, multi-day.
Yep. So this is going to be by far the biggest event we've pulled off before. So this is going to be 3 days. Yep. May 3rd, May 4th, May 5th. That's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Just take Friday off work because you'll be back Sunday by dinner time.
Yeah.
in Jacksonville. So we're also doing something we haven't done before, and that's a pre-party. We've done after parties, and you guys love those, but we're going to pre-party Thursday, May 2nd. Go to work, do your thing, and after you get out of work, go to Autobahn Indoor Speedway. We're going to go ahead and get you checked in there so you ain't got to fiddle with it the next morning.
Yep.
So we're going to get you checked in. We're going to give you your rally kit. You're going to get your premium vinyl for your car, and I'll help you put that on your car, and we'll get it looking good and everything. And then we're going to race.
Yeah.
14 laps. And this place is awesome. If you've done it before, you know it's badass. If you haven't done it, 50 plus miles per hour around these like little turns. You're like drifting in go-karts and everything. It's awesome. It's freaking awesome. They give you helmets and all that.
Yeah, look, it's really, I've never done it, but when we went in there, I've always wanted to do it, and then seeing it in person, like I cannot wait. I can't wait to go in there and drive these things around. It looks so awesome.
Yeah, they sound cool too. So anyways, we're going to pre-party the night before, Thursday, May 2nd. After work, come over to Autobahn. We'll get you checked in. You'll get to race. It's going to be awesome. Then we'll call it a night. The next morning, officially the Road to the Dragon is starting and underway, and our starting line is Main Event Entertainment over by the Avenues Mall. If you've been to Cars and Coffee here in Jacksonville, you've probably seen it. They've got a big parking garage, and they've got a huge parking lot, and it's ours that morning. So you'll show up. You're probably already checked in from the pre-party the night before. You've already got your rally kit. You've got your vinyl all over your car. Show up and eat some freaking breakfast on us, man. We're going to have breakfast catered for you guys. So have some breakfast. We'll have the drivers meeting, get to know everyone, get the shit talking underway, and then we rally, man. We ride. We roll out. And we're going to go rally 6 hours north to Atlanta Motor Speedway. That being said, this is going to be our biggest drive we've done before. 6 hours, and we've got a time. We're going to be at Atlanta Motor Speedway. What is it, Nick? 4:30-ish? Does that sound right?
Yeah. Yep. Somewhere right around there.
4:30-ish, 5 o'clock, something like that. So there's no official lunch stop. There's no official gas stop because everybody drives differently. So what we're going to do, we're going to have the walkie-talkie channel. You get there how you get there. We'll have a route for you, and we're going to leave plenty of time that you don't need to speed. Yeah, whatever. But we're going to go to Atlanta Motor Speedway.
And you probably don't want to speed through Georgia, by the way.
No, not unless you've got a radar detector, fuzz buster, or whatever the hell they call them, because Georgia troopers, they don't play around, man. But
no.
Anyways, drive at your own risk. But when we get to Atlanta Motor Speedway, 5 laps on Atlanta Motor Speedway, and they just had a race there 2-3 weeks ago, and those laps, you get to stay on the banked turns, which is going to be awesome. So you'll get your 5 laps. When we're done, you get to put your car in victory lane and get a picture of you and your car in frickin' winner's circle, man.
That is so awesome. That's something that you don't get to do at big tracks like that unless you win a race. And the fact of the matter is, you go on Road to the Dragon, you are going to be rolling. You're going to roll your car right through victory lane. I mean, look, we tried this at Daytona. They wouldn't even entertain the idea, you know. But we were able to swing this for Atlanta Motor Speedway. It's gonna be one of those pictures you're gonna have on your Facebook as your profile picture or as your cover photo for a long time. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome for sure. So we'll get your picture in victory lane and all that. After that, we leave Atlanta Motor Speedway. It's going to be a long day, man. I mean, we're starting at, 8 a.m.-ish or something like that. We'll figure out the time as we get closer. But we're starting early and having breakfast. 6-hour freaking rally north to Atlanta Motor Speedway. Then we're running the track and all that. Long day. So how are we going to end it? Well, we started at Main Event here in Jacksonville. So we're going to end it at Main Event Entertainment, this time in Atlanta. When we get there, we're going to have some dinner. They're going to give you an hour of unlimited play because you're with Genesis Rally. So we're going to hang out and party there. Stay as late as you want. I mean, we don't have a time that we're in or a time that we're out there. So at that point, the driving's done for the day. So get your drink on, play some games, party, and we're going to have a good time. And then from there, snag a hotel. We have 2 hotels with room blocks at the Mall of Georgia, which is probably 10 minutes at most from Main Event Entertainment, where we're going to be that night. We have 2 hotels with room blocks. You can get the information on genesisrally.com. When you go click on Road to the Dragon, scroll down a little bit, you'll see room accommodations there. And we have pretty aggressive group rates that we were able to work out with those guys. Seems like a lot of us are gravitating towards the Hampton. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got the choice of at the Mall of Georgia, the Hampton or the Spring Hill Suites. I don't know that these 2 places are like sharing a parking lot right next to each other, but here's what I do know. They're the only 2 hotels directly across the street from the Mall of Georgia. So you've got your choice of 2 properties. We'll stay there. The next morning, we'll huddle, and Nick loves that word. We'll huddle and we'll have a driver's meeting, and then we hit the road and we head about 2.5 hours north to Deals Gap. And we're going to take on the Tail of the Dragon.
Oh, it's going to be one of the best things ever. It's one of those routes and roads that you see on TV, you see pictures of, you see YouTube videos, and for a lot of us, we've never been. And I can't wait. It's going to be so awesome.
Yeah, for sure. 318 turns.
Yeah.
And 11 miles.
Yeah.
Bikers drive this route. Freaking exotic creme de la creme cars drive this route. I've seen videos of Bugattis taking the Dragon and everyone in between. And the time of year we're going is the time of year to do it. And if you go look up Tail of the Dragon, they've got a rough itinerary, not itinerary, but a schedule, calendar, and you can see car clubs, not from America, from around the world.
Yeah.
Put their name on the calendar that we're going to go and do this. So, I mean, very well, it may be a crowded road that day. We don't know. And then it's out of our hands. It's one of the most famous drives, certainly in North America. But here's what's awesome. I don't know if you guys saw, the guy's funny to listen to, and he's on a motorcycle, but there's not a damn thing he says in this video that's a lie. We posted yesterday etiquette for the Dragon. It's like a little 5-minute video, and I highly recommend you check it out because we've said it before. You end up on our rallies, we got 40-plus cars, but you're not driving with 40-plus cars. You're driving with, 6 to 10 cars that are like-minded drivers like you. We got guys that want to go well over 100 miles an hour. We got guys that want to just do the speed limit, and we got, guys and girls in between that kind of drive in between those two. But you end up driving with like-minded drivers. And this guy, if you've never done Tail of the Dragon, he gives you the perfect heads up as to what to expect and how to make it the best drive possible. There's pull-offs. Use them. If you've got someone on your butt, pull off. Let them go around. People take vacation time. They travel from across the world, from across the country to come drive this road, and they want to drive it their way. So if someone's riding your ass, pull off, let them go. If you're on somebody's ass and they won't pull off and give them some space. But it's going to be awesome. And again, etiquette for the Dragon, we posted it, I think, yesterday on Facebook. Short 5-minute video. The guy's funny to listen to, but every little bit of it is truth to make it the safest and the best experience possible for you guys when we do Tail of the Dragon.
Yeah, I think key word there too was safest because, listen, 318 turns and 11 miles, it's fun. It's got to be fun. But if you get a little over your head on this thing, it'll bite you. And these are not, it's not a friendly road to lose control on. You'll probably see a fair amount of trees that are missing bark about bumper level.
Yep.
There are some pictures of, several $100,000 cars just in pieces on the side of the road. So, it's definitely not something to take lightly, but man, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be so much fun either way. Just be safe about it.
At an elevation of almost 2,000 feet with nothing but cliffs and trees.
Yeah.
So I believe, if I remember correctly, I only watched it one time, but I believe rule number 1 for etiquette of the Dragon was drive your skill level.
Right.
So, and that's a no-brainer. And it's a short drive. I say short, it's 11 miles. But if you drive it and you're like, man, that was cool, dude, turn around and do it again. And we don't care. But the plan is, anyways, sorry, way down the rabbit hole. We're gonna do Tail of the Dragon, and it's gonna be badass. Get your GoPros or your action cameras ready, and it's gonna be awesome. So we're gonna do Tail of the Dragon, and once we're done, about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour away, we're gonna end that day at Harrah's Cherokee Valley River Casino and Resort. And this place is not even 2 years old. It's brand new. It's 5 stars. Rooms are typically $499 a night. You go with us, it's $289. We got the hookup for you guys. And everyone that shows up, you're getting a gambling credit to get you started. So they're taking good care of us.
Mm-hmm.
So that's about, like I said, 45 minutes to an hour away from where Tail of the Dragon ends. And we're thinking this is going to be right after lunchtime-ish. Rough itinerary agenda looking ahead. I'm thinking you'll be at Harrah's by 2-3 in the afternoon. So you'll have the better part of the afternoon and the night to get your gamble on, get your drink on, get your eat on, and just hang out. If the casino's not your style, not your taste, okay. We're surrounded by famous drives just like Tail of the Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some fun stuff around. We'll make some suggestions, and we'll have some maps and stuff for you guys if you don't want to go to the casino.
And where was Kevin going? Wasn't there something up there he was wanting to do?
Yeah, there was something.
Like the hometown of a NASCAR driver or something.
Oh, Bill Elliott.
Yeah. So if the casino may not be your thing, hey, Kevin's going to ride out to Bill Elliott's hometown, so you could probably go with him.
Yeah, but I would be shocked if the casino is not going to be your thing, because just look at the videos. We've posted videos. Every slot machine you can imagine, every table game, if you're into cards, roulette, whatever, every casino game you can imagine is available to us. And again, we're going to have that gambling credit. Imagine an after party, like you've seen our after parties, like when we do aromas and stuff like that. Well, after party, but we'll have more time than we've had before at a 5-star casino. So it's going to be awesome for sure. So that night, I'm going to recommend you get some sleep, because the next morning we're up before the sun for sure. And at this point, it's Sunday, May 5th, and we're up early because we have a 2-hour drive south to Atlanta, because that morning we're going to be at world famous Caffeine and Octane. You've seen the show on NBC. If you've done Cars and Coffee Jacksonville, or even the Concourse d'Elegance, the Festival of Speed, any of that stuff, you ain't seen this yet. I mean, you're talking a few hundred cars at Cars and Coffee in Jacksonville. You're talking several hundred at the Concourse d'Elegance and the Festival of Speed. Caffeine and Octane consistently draws 7,000 plus vehicles and more than 15,000 people in attendance. NBC shoots it. They have a show on it. I don't know that they'll be shooting the day that we're there. There's a chance, but it's going to be awesome. So the final day, we leave Harrah's Casino. We rally together down to Atlanta, and we pull in. We'll probably stop right before we get there so that we could all regroup and everything. And we're going to pull in as one large rally, one large group, and we'll have designated parking and everything. And then not only get to show off your car to NBC, to everyone that's in attendance and everybody else, and make a scene, but 7,000 cars, I'm sure there's something there that you want to see as well. And we'll walk around and enjoy it, hang out. Caffeine and Octane ends, what is it, Nick, 11 or 12? Somewhere around lunchtime.
Yeah.
And the Road to the Dragon officially ends really upon arrival at Caffeine and Octane. But what we'll do is about 11, 12 o'clock, whenever they wrap up, we'll get a bite to eat ourselves and we'll head home. So that puts you home in Jacksonville, Florida, dinner time on Sunday night. So Road to the Dragon, 45 days away. It's going to be awesome for sure. Something really exciting has happened in the past week, and you guys are really fired up about it. We've gotten some messages from you guys. People have approached us at the local cruise-ins and car meets to comment on it. It's now powered by and presented by Tire Outlet here in Jacksonville. And these guys hook you up every time. I mean, we saw I feel like it was earlier this week, maybe last week, people asking about tires and all that. And immediately, Charles Crocker, he drives the green Challenger, Crocker Doc. People immediately tag him, and he has just really hooked up a lot of people that do our rallies, tires, alignment, brakes. I was talking to him this Saturday. He was at the house hanging out. He put lowering springs, a lowering kit on another guy's Challenger. I mean, he's not your Jiffy Lube. He's doing a lot of stuff for guys, and it's awesome. So the Road to the Dragon, powered by Tire Outlet. Go see Charles Crocker. I mean, I don't know that I would trust many people at the level that I trust him with my car, and he's done great work. He helped me swap. Again, this isn't your quick lube. He helped me swap the entire front fascia of my car and redo the grill and run a new duct for the intake and stuff. I mean, he does great stuff with these cars. He knows them in and out, and it's going to be awesome. So that being said, you've heard us talk about it before. When we send out the emails, when we send out the welcome letters and everything, when we do our events, we do our rallies, sprints, boomerangs, all that stuff, we tell you, take the time now and make sure your car is rally ready. If you've been there, done that with us, you know this. I mean, we drive the hell out of these cars. We're going to get you on tracks. We're going to get you on really exotic back roads. I mean, it's awesome stuff we do. So you want to make sure your car's ready for it. And Charles Crocker Doc over at Tire Outlet is hooking us up. So this is effective right now. You don't need to wait till Dragon, okay? Because we have a sprint this week. So moving forward, if you register for one of our events, one of our rallies, and we enter Rally Week, and we always tell you guys, we post on social media, it's Rally Week like it is right now. You show your proof of registration for the upcoming event, and you go see Charles at Tire Outlet. And he's going to get you rally ready. So what's included in a rally ready check for your car? He's going to check the tire pressure, and Charles has been there, done that. So he has driven all of our rallies with us so far. He knows what condition your car needs to be in and what you need to be ready for. So if you're new to it, definitely go see Charles. He's going to check your tire pressure. He's going to rotate your tires for you if it's needed. He's going to go ahead and check your alignment, and he's going to check your brakes. I mean, he's going to make sure your car is rally ready from top to bottom, that you're ready to take on whatever it is we're conquering that week. This week, it's the Loop down in Ormond Beach, 34 miles scenic drive, and he's getting you rally ready. So definitely go see Charles. One last thing on the Dragon, and it's kind of important. So we do our best here. Nick and I both do when we have an event, whether it was the Boomerang, whether it's the sprints or whatever, that we try to accommodate everybody. And when it comes to these sprints, sprint 1, it was limited to 30 cars. Well, why would you guys do that? Because it's sold out and there's so many people that want to do it. Well, the ferry could only hold 30 cars. And even then we had an issue because it's a rough estimate how many cars the ferry can hold. And some of you guys show up with some big trucks and Jeeps, and it's hard to estimate. So that was the reason for sprint 1. Sprint 2, 45 cars. It's because we only have 45 parking spaces at the distillery. But we always do our best to make sure that, when an event sells out, you guys message us, hey, is there any more room? I didn't know about it. I just found out. I want to be there. And we do our best to accommodate you guys up till sometimes the day of. I know Jason joined us the morning of sprint 1 going coastal. So we always do our best with that. But Road to the Dragon's a little bit different. We have a very hard deadline, a very hard stop. And it's 2 weeks before the event. And the reason for that, so we're 45 days out from the actual start of Road to the Dragon. But back up 2 weeks, whatever date that is, probably mid-April. Is it April 19th? I'm trying to do that off the top of my head.
Yeah,
back up 2 weeks. That's our hard stop. We can't take anyone after that. The reason is not just we got to provide a head count to everyone that we're going to go see, whether it's main event, whether it's Atlanta Motor Speedway, the casinos, the hotels, whatever, Caffeine and Octane. But this is going to be an event like we haven't done before, and a rally kit like you've not received before. And we're going to be ordering some merchandise for you guys, and we're going to be ordering some premium vinyl, and we need to give our partners and vendors the time that they can produce those things for us so that you get them at check-in for the Dragon. So again, typically we try to accommodate everybody. We really do our best to make sure everyone gets to play. But we have a hard stop for the first time, and it really means something. And it's 2 weeks out. What date was that, Nick?
It was the 19th, April 19th. Yeah.
April 19th is the hard stop. If you have questions, keep doing what you're doing. Message the page, reach out to us. We're going to do our damnedest to make sure everyone is accommodated and taken care of. So that's it for Tail of the Dragon, Road to the Dragon, and all that stuff. Sprint 2, we talked about it. A couple of other things. We have a contest going on right now. We haven't done a contest in a while. So if you go to our Facebook page, I posted the link to Road to the Dragon. And we're giving away, I don't know if you guys have been, there's a new place here on San Jose in Jacksonville called Prime Car Wash. And they do it right, man. They do it right. It's like an operation I've not seen before. And I've been to a lot of car washes. They get your car cleaned up. Then when you pull out, you stay in your car the whole time. They got like a little pit crew that jumps out and they hand dry your car. So there's no freaking water spots with the hard water we have here in Jacksonville. Then they'll tell you, bay 2, bay 3. You pull around and then you jump out of your car and you're in this little covered bay, and then another pit crew comes in and they start hitting the inside and hitting the wheels and all that. They do a great job. While you're waiting, they've got a lobby with couches and TVs and a freaking barista and a snack bar, and they take really good care of you guys. We have not one but two $25 cards to go see the guys at Prime. And we're going to call two winners this Friday. So technically, you can get your car looking the way you want it to look right before sprint number 2. Or hold on to it, and maybe you use it for an upcoming car show or a cruise-in, or maybe you use it right before the Dragon. But we have two $25 cards, and we're picking two winners this Friday, probably afternoon. What do you think, Nick? Lunchtime?
Yeah, probably early afternoon. Enough time to where if they wanted to use the gift cards for the sprint, they got time to do it.
Absolutely.
And the way you get chosen for that is you like the post, you tag 3 people, and share the post, and that's how you enter to win the gift cards.
You have to do all 3.
Yep.
You have to do all 3. A lot of times, you guys want to enter, and it's obvious because you'll go and share the post. Thank you. But it's not enough. You have to like the original post, share it, and then in the comments below, tag 3 people. 3 people that haven't done Genesis Rally yet. 3 people that go to these car shows with you, that go to these cruise-ins, and they drive with you, and they would love to be a part of it. So that's the goal here. 2 winners, 2 $25 Prime gift cards up for grabs so you guys can get your cars shined up and looking good. So between Tire Outlet and Prime Car Wash, we're going to have your car rally ready and showroom looking. Okay, it's going to be awesome. We told you guys earlier, Charles, speaking of crazy looks and looking awesome, he wrapped his car with Genesis Rally decals. People are getting fired up about the Dragon. Charles has both sides of his car, running like freaking racing stripes, Genesis Rally up at an angle. It looks badass. It looks really aggressive.
Yeah.
Michael, he drives a black Hellcat, and he was with us on Speedway Boomerang, and he was talking to a lot of people at Aromas afterwards, getting along with a lot of people. It was awesome. But he has an all-black Hellcat, and he has like matte black vinyl decals on his car that looks like a Hellcat head and everything. He's got a splitter. He's done a great job with the car. He reaches out to me probably a week ago. He's like, hey, man, I got an idea. I need to use your logos and files. Is it cool with you? Asking for permission. And thank you. Again, Michael, I told you that on the phone, but thank you for asking. His car is going to be sick, and you guys are going all freaking out for Road to the Dragon. Tapped and ready to go. Michael, he's ordered like digital urban camo. What is it called, Nick? Is it digital camo or urban camo?
I think digital camo.
It's like the real pixelated looking military camo.
Yeah.
But it's like bright orange, like a light gray and black and white. Really cool colors. And he's going to have not just the logo, Genesis Rally, and the badge and flags and all that, showing that his car is loud in your face. We're doing a freaking rally. He's got a license plate cover, or frame, I should say, that says Certified Dragon Slayer. And he's going to get a freaking vinyl dragon cut out in this camo running up the side of his car. He is in. He's going all out, and Charles is in, and he's going all out, and Nick and I are bickering.
Nah, not big. Yeah, bickering.
Yeah, bickering. We're not big. We're full on bickering.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
As to how we want to do the car that we're going to be in. I've got some ideas. Nick hates them. Nick has some ideas. They're okay ideas, but I hate Nick.
Right.
So we'll figure it out. But damn it, we're in.
Yeah.
We're in. You guys are going all out. We're going all out. So it's going to be awesome. Again, sprint to this Saturday. It's freaking rally week, man. We're going to the distillery. We're doing the loop. We're going to go get lunch afterwards at Caribbean Jack's in Daytona. It's like 10, 15 minutes from where we're ending. Tail of the Dragon. When we do Road to the Dragon, that's in 45 days.
Mm-hmm.
Tire Outlet's hooking you up, getting you rally ready. You guys are going all out with these vinyl kits and everything. It's going to be awesome. As always, if you guys have questions, reach out to us, send us a message. I think that was it, Nick. Well, no, there was one more thing.
It's time to play the game. Time to play the game.
One more thing. Go ahead and decide who your captain's going to be and choose wisely.
It's all about the game and how you play it. All about control. And if you can take it, all about your debt. And if you can